Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Event and Tech Show 2020. Last but not least, we are excited to have Emily from SKYMAGIC sharing about drone tech for events. As Sales and Marketing Manager for SKYMAGIC, Emily runs the sales and marketing activity for the award-winning drone light show company. After working in the fashion industry across France and the UK, Emily knows and understands the core values and beliefs of luxury brands and clients. Combining this experience with the skills and expertise of SKYMAGIC, Emily has experience in bringing the worlds of fashion and technology together in a way that positions SKYMAGIC as one of the industry leaders for performance drone shows. Emily has worked on a number of world-class projects for a diverse range of clients, from private weddings to music festivals, governing bodies to high-profile sporting events. As a speaker at this year's virtual event, Emily will be introducing to you to the world of SKYMAGIC, revealing how their shows and technology bring events alive in the most innovative way possible. Let us hear from Emily on her topic, drone tech to make your event come alive. SKYMAGIC is one of the world's leading drone light show companies. SKYMAGIC heralded its arrival onto the international stage with the design and delivery of the world's first drone light show at the base of Mount Fuji in Japan. This beautiful juxtaposition of old meets new marked the beginning of SKYMAGIC's story into the world of live entertainment. With over 10,000 flying hours, SKYMAGIC have broken world records, telling stories for global brands, festivals, opening ceremonies, and more. SKYMAGIC's performance drones push the boundaries of artistic performance, bringing art and technology together in the most unique way possible. Their in-house system has been developed to control mass drone flight formations for both indoor and outdoor. The system utilizes a suite of programming environments used to generate smooth and collision-free trajectories, simulate flight data, and creative flight programming. In today's speaker session, Sales and Marketing Manager Emily Wallace will be introducing to you to the world of the award-winning drone light show company, revealing how their shows and technology bring events alive in the most innovative way possible. Emily, please.
Hello, thank you for joining me in today's session, albeit in a virtual capacity. It's always a great pleasure to be a part of speaking events, whether they be virtual or live face-to-face at conferences, because not only does it give myself the opportunity to obviously talk about drone light shows and entertainment, but it really gives me the opportunity to connect with you directly and talk a bit more about the people behind the drones, the people behind SKYMAGIC and who we are. So my name's Emily and I run the sales and marketing division here at SKYMAGIC. And today in this short session, I really hope that I can give you the chance to fully understand who we are, from design right through to delivery, what we do and where we're headed in the future. So here's our world at SKYMAGIC. So hopefully now you have a bit of a snapshot, a bit of a clearer image as to what we do. You'll see in that clip there that right from that initial sketch, that initial design, that sort of ideation of the storyboard, right through to our fantastic live delivery team, there's a whole process. And of course, once we later do the Q&A, we can certainly answer any more detailed technical questions you may have. But in a nutshell, this is all about bespoke, personalized stories in the sky. Now, you'll see on our sort of Instagrams, our Twitters, our websites, all of the things that we regularly put out there on social media, we talk about storytelling. And I really do think it's underrated because we see it in all walks of life, this idea of telling a story, but actually drone light shows do that in the most innovative, creative way possible. And every day, every month, every year upon year, we're constantly evolving, we're constantly changing, and we're constantly looking to be on top when it comes to drone light shows. SKYMAGIC is an award-winning drone light show company. We were one of the first, actually, along with a selection of other fantastic drone companies to deliver such innovative technology. And since then, we've had the privilege and honour of delivering shows across the world for all walks of life in terms of clients, from brands to festivals to opening ceremonies to weddings, would you believe? It really is a fantastic space to work in. And it's my pleasure to be a part of that and a part of this fantastic team that we have here. Now, we have offices here in the UK as our European division, and then we also have offices in Singapore and Shenzhen. So everything that we do is international, and we continue, obviously pre-pandemic, but now as we safely come out of lockdown, we continue to look for new territories, to work with new clients. It's a real sort of pleasure, actually, when previously, I'm thinking more about last year, when we've looked at, countries where they've never seen this type of technology. And it really is, it's fantastic to be able to not only tell this story, but also bring this technology to countries that have never seen anything like this before. Now, storytelling for us is really, really important. And I really wanted to allocate a small section of this speaker slot to talk about that and what that really means for us. Now, the process with SKYMAGIC as a client, you of course, and quite rightly so, will have your own visions, your own sort of creative concepts, as it were. But it's our job and our creative team, who have over 15 years experience in creating humongous opening ceremonies. And it's our job to take that to the next level, to take, like you'll have seen in the clip hopefully, a 2D lion that's very static and very traditional in theme and style, to really evolve that into a 3D roaring lion that can be seen by millions over the fantastic lake in Zurich, as an example. Now, storytelling has a whole level of emotion to it as well that's really important. Every show for us, and quite rightly so for the client, has to have a purpose, has to have meaning, and it has to really evoke a type of emotion that traditional light shows arguably don't necessarily do. And what I mean by that is, drone light shows aren't just for us at SKYMAGIC flashing lights in the sky, just a quick 3-minute up, down, it's finished. For us, it's a whole story, and it's our goal and our mission, and we thankfully have never failed to do so, that we will always ensure that it's a world-class creative and that the world and that audience is left inspired. Now, I've had the privilege of being able to see and experience drone light shows in person, because it's one thing seeing it in a clip, but it's a totally different thing seeing it in person. When I was at an event last year, actually, which feels like a million years ago, like I was traveling abroad, someone asked me about, these shows are humongous, and yes, they are. They're powerful, they're bold, they're really, what we call that wow moment. But actually, they can be designed for 100 people or 100,000 people. The shows really speak directly to each individual. And we like to call it, the drones are our actors and we're the directors. We position the drones to be in a certain place at a certain time and to really evoke an emotion with the audience. Now, as we move through this, I just wanted to, I actually thought to myself, okay, how am I going to do this? How am I going to, in 10, 15 minutes, talk about everything that I want to? And the reality is I won't be able to. But I really wanted to touch upon the key things. So it's storytelling, but there's also for SKYMAGIC this fantastic concept of connection. So connecting the ground with the sky. Now we spoke about, and I'm sure you've seen it, across the internet and from other people that, you know, the sky is the canvas, and it really is. It's a whole new platform, and one of the reasons actually why we started doing what we do, what we love. You know, our founding members, you know, have fantastic experience across all walks of the industry, but one of those is advertising and digital advertising. And one of our founders actually asked themselves, well, you know, there's this huge canvas here, you know, let's use it. And it was together the directors came and thought, right, well, this is perfect. We've got an innovative technology and we've got this fantastic platform to tell clients' stories. Now, at the end of last year, we had the fantastic privilege of delivering a show in Yokohama, Japan for Sega. Now, this for me personally, just a personal opinion, and I'd like to, you know, get your thoughts maybe later or in the future, what you think. But this particular show, which I'm about to show you, was really a beautiful example of how our drone light shows connect the earth and sky. We all know that there's beautiful performances and forms of entertainment that can take place on stage. That's undeniable. And what drone shows do, whilst they're fantastic in their own right, they can also offer actors on the ground, dancers on the ground, you name it, that extra platform to extend their story. And so here's a clip from a show we delivered in Yokohama for Sega, and it illustrates exactly that. So I hope that clip really managed to portray and convey exactly what I was saying, that connection between earth and sky. For SKYMAGIC, like I said, we're always trying to push the boundaries, not only of artistic performance, but technological performance. This was one of the first times any drone light show company, but certainly for SKYMAGIC, had delivered in such close proximity. Of course, there are lots of safety parameters that we ensure are taken. We can certainly discuss that in the Q&A or in future conversations. But this was the first time I hope you could really see how close the drones were in a safe capacity mind. But it was that beautiful connection of everything that was enchanting and that was mesmerizing going on the stage was then lifted to a whole new platform and extended the stage for, well, 400 feet in the sky, 300 meters in width. But it also showcased the fantastic, beautiful city of Yokohama. Now, there's a whole nother element that I wanted to touch upon very sort of briefly, and we can talk about this later, is the sort of afterlife of drone shows. Now, drone light shows offer, like I say, in their own right, the fantastic, amazing wow moment shows. But then they also connect what's going on the ground in the sky. But there's this huge desire now, and it's a great privilege actually as sort of leading the marketing division here. I have marketing directors of brands, of, you know, tourism boards contacting me and our team here at SKYMAGIC asking us, you know, how can they elevate their marketing material, whether that be commercials, whether that be social media. I think if we're honest, everyone's looking for that shareable content. You know, that Instagram moment that's really going to take your brand to the next level. That could be for a product launch, like I say, a commercial, or it could even be one of the lovely shows we did actually in Azerbaijan, in Baku. This was for a brand, sort of a rebrand. So they were changing up their logo and they wanted to use that moment to really show the world the evolution of their logos. It was a world-leading telecommunications company. And what they also did with that to really, really elevate their moment was we delivered the show above the Haydar Aliyev Center, which has been designed by world-renowned artist Zaha Hadid. And what the drone light shows do, to sort of segue into that, is not only do they offer that afterlife, I call it, for brands, that you can reuse that content across socials, but they also promote global destinations. They showcase landmarks, places of beauty, architectural masterpieces such as the Zaha Hadid building, lighting up every inch of the curved building that's never been lit up in such a way before. And that's where our creative excellence and our world-class standards with show design really come in. And so as we, as a world now, in all of our respective cities and countries, we slowly and safely are welcoming everybody back, I feel, and our team here certainly supports this idea of tourist boards, having a drone light show, whether that be for a controlled live audience, or whether that be for marketing content, for a New Year's Eve celebration as we look to the future, as we thank our key workers, as we thank, all of our fantastic people that have helped us globally get through this pandemic. And so it's exactly that. Just to quickly summarize, it's drone light shows in their own right, drone light shows connecting what's going on the ground with the sky, and then it's promoting global destinations. It's lighting up beautiful landscapes that have never been lit up in such a way before. And that's exactly how we bring events alive like no other form of entertainment. So before I leave you, we spoke a lot about outdoor, and outdoor I hope will stand the test of time, and we hopefully very soon will deliver lots of more fantastic, bold, compelling, powerful outdoor shows. But our technology team have been working behind the scenes fantastically, tirelessly, researching, developing, and now I have the absolute pleasure, and it's on our website, to be able to say we have indoor drones. Now, indoor drones are a totally different type of drone. I have one, it's a prototype behind me. It's very much, the size of your hand. It's a totally different type of drone. It's very delicate. It's a much more intimate performance. And it's very much a part of the business that we want to grow and that we want to offer clients. We understand that whilst outdoor is fantastic, we want to grow, we want to evolve. And we feel that indoor drones has a huge, huge market and huge potential. Whilst the creative is completely different mind, outdoor, as we've said, is big, bold, powerful, whereas indoor is much more personal. It allows clients in venues, in conference centres, in sort of exhibition halls, you name it. It allows them to feel, of course, safely closer to the action, closer to the show. And also the sort of visual creative and the story is one that's, dare I say, more enchanting, more mesmerising in that sense, that it's more of a firefly effect as opposed to the big, powerful logos. So whether that be indoor, whether that be outdoor, or customised drones, which you'll have seen hopefully in our reels and with our show at Mount Fuji, we can offer clients the best when it comes to the creative, and of course supported with our world-class technology. And so I'd like to just quickly show you a quick indoor clip. have it. You've seen outdoor, you've seen indoor. And the point is, I really just wanted to quickly capture, if it's at all possible, in sort of 10-15 minutes, really, what SKYMAGIC is about. We're about creative excellence, supported by our innovative technology and our fantastic, desire and zest to constantly evolve. And so I thought it would only be appropriate to finish with such a beautiful clip that really heralded the beginning of our journey many years ago. And it speaks to that idea of promoting global destinations and having that stunning backdrop. Because let's face it, before we've even looked at the storyboard, we're thinking, where's the beautiful location that we can perform on? What's that canvas that we can paint, our story on? So here's a clip of Mount Fuji. So thank you, thank you for joining me in this virtual session. I must admit, it's the first time I've done a virtual one in that sense. We do a lot of Instagram TV and things like that, a lot of, pre-pandemic, the live conferences, but it's been a real pleasure. And myself and our co-founder Hitomi will shortly welcome any questions you have. And of course, we can connect after this and stay in touch and talk about any other questions you may have. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Emily, for the amazing sharing. Wow, isn't it stunning to see how different mega-scale use of drone in conveying powerful message to your audience? Moving on to the segment of Q&A, we would like to sincerely express our gratitude for all our audience participation in creating a dialogue with our fellow guest speakers. This exchange of questions and ideas is ultimately the driving force for innovation within organizations and across industries. If you are still wondering how to post your questions, simply click the Q&A button on the bottom right of your screen and you will be redirected to the Pigeonhole Live link where you can key in your question, comment, or feedback to the speaker. If you have your mobile phone with you, scan this QR code. And likewise, you'll be redirected to the Pigeonhole Live for this session. Let us welcome back Emily and Hitomi from SKYMAGIC to join us for this Q&A session. Ladies, please.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining our Q&A session. I'm Hitomi.
And I'm Emily, as you've just seen. Thank you so much. I hope it gave you a bit of an insight into who we are. And would love to really sort of kick things off with the questions. So I'm just pulling them up. Hitomi, I don't know, do you want to begin going through, obviously Mount Fuji was a show that you led.
Yeah, okay. How long does it take to create the drone show, like the one of the like Mount Fuji? So we have two type of the performance. Actually, we have a one standard drone show with the LED lights, like a simple LED ball light, which we create we using the 100 drones to make the formations. So in this case, we recommend have a 2 to 3 months lead-in time for the preparation, including acquiring the permission. But Mount Fuji, we use the completely bespoke costume LED. So in this case, we recommend to have a 5 to 6 months for the lead time because we need to have some R&D testing on our site. Okay, Emily, can you go next one?
Yeah, sure. And just to add, I mean, there's always that pressure, isn't there, Hitomi, to can you do a
Yeah,
show
always.
tomorrow? You know,
That's true.
can you deliver the show yesterday? And you know, we are super responsive. I mean, been doing this now for nearly 5 years, so I think we've perfected that art of being super efficient. So I would say, you know, aviation permissions in every territory is going to really determine how long it's going to take. You know, we have a team across both continents, creative, technical, full turnkey, but it's really the permissions process that's it's almost out of
Yeah,
our hands in that sense. But I would say 2
exactly.
to 3 months we're very comfortable.
Yeah.
But the beauty
But
of
actually, we
like
did
Mount
it like
Fuji,
a 1 month to deliver before.
I know, but I don't really like to tell people about that
No.
because then they think. But no, that was an
Yep.
exception. But that was a fantastic example of, you know, with
Mm.
everyone coming together, that actually it is possible.
Yeah. Yeah. But also, we need to have a
Um,
client cooperation all the time. So, okay, maybe we can move to the next question.
Yes. So indoor, yes. Well, you may or may not have seen, and please take a look. So we have a whole different offering, which maybe you can see in the back here. We have a new indoor fleet. So outdoor, as you can see, is the big, bold, powerful images in the sky and the stories. But indoor is very much something that we're super excited about. Our fantastic technology team have been researching and developing and now hence created our own customized indoor drones, pretty much the size of your hand, teeny tiny drones. And to answer your question, yes, suitable for gala events, you know, conferences, awards. I can really see this for the sort of the big corporate brands that are having, I don't know, a 50th anniversary, or the CEO is on stage, things like that. So the answer to that is yes, and we're very much, you know, we're poised and we're ready to deliver indoor. Different challenges, but equally different rewards. So you know, reach out if you want to know more. But there's an indoor page on the website, and we've got a fantastic clip on there too.
Great. Okay, so let's move to the next one. What is the manpower needed to organize the drone show? Okay, I'm gonna answer. Okay, so as a guide, we deploy a live delivery team, about like 6 crews across our shows. However, it depends on the completely project scale. So if it's like a specific challenging location, or like a show involving a significant number of the drones, then we will push this number up.
Great. So next one, I mean, the question that we all get asked, isn't it? I mean, work, personal life, you name it. I think we've all been affected by the pandemic. But the short answer is this is live events. And, you know, pre-pandemic, we were delivering 2 to 3 shows a month for clients in every corner of the world. And we were really on a great rhythm, you know, great roll. But sadly, the situation is as it is. But what we have been doing at SKYMAGIC, we've still very much remained online. And what we've done is we've really sort of joined forces across both continents to use this time to, you know, write our own stories, continue designing, researching, developing, and to very much sort of, when we're doing shows, obviously we're traveling to the next country, and there is that time when you think, gosh, where are we going next? And we tried to flip this from being potentially a negative situation into a positive. And our technical team, I must say, have really thrived and really stepped up in terms of their development, and we're really excited, certainly from my perspective as sales and marketing, to really you know, bring to the forefront what they've been doing, and of course our creative team as well.
Okay. So the next question is: have you ever faced any drone restrictions when organizing an event? So we make sure we will get all the permissions with all the necessary authority before we deliver the show. We will arrive on site. So we never faced that we couldn't get the permission on the site, especially when we arrive there. So we always cooperate with the local authorities, civil aviations, and local police, etc. So we always support and cooperate with the client organizer to make sure to get this permission. And we have an order our document to analyze it. Sure. Yeah, you can add it, Emily.
Yeah, I was just going to say what's interesting, Hitomi, I'm sure you'll have this as well, is when people say, oh, you know, drones are banned in my country and, oh, there's no way we could ever do something like this. And of course, you know, safety comes first, and all the regulations. I mean, we've been doing this for years and have excellent records across the world. But what I would say to people in such countries is, as long as we have the time, you know, our technical directors and the technical team really do take, you know, the full precautions, full preparations to introduce drone light shows to countries that have never seen anything like this before. And honestly, day in, day out, people say, oh no, I just need to let you know, drones are banned in this country. And it's like, yes, but we can get past that with all the normal safety precautions. So what I would say, if you're in a country, like I say, that's maybe not had this technology before, then that's not to say that it's impossible. It may be a challenge, but it's something that we thrive upon. And I think, Tomi, correct me if I'm wrong, it was at least 3 or 4 countries last year that we introduced the world of drone light shows to, you know, delivering the world's first in countries across Europe and Asia. So please don't be put off by that. But, you know, we work together. It's a collaborative approach, obtaining the permissions, like Hitomi said.
Yeah, still they're like really uncertain for the duration of the drone lightning show. Nobody done like a flying contrast drones in the sky. So we create and we build the regulation together with the civil aviation or necessary authorities, so we can 100% support for that part.
Exactly.
Okay.
Where are we? Sorry.
How frequent does the company refresh the drone hardware? Okay, I can
it's a good question.
This.
And it's
Do
you want to say Tomi or me?
So what are you? Yes, I can do it. Yeah, what are you doing at our house in our office? So we regularly unpacked our drones, like 100 drones again, and maintain whether our hardware itself is well conditioned. So what we are doing maintenance means that we don't change all the body of the drones, especially foundation of the drones. We will change the parts, important part like props or motors or some LED light parts or some like a little bit like technical part though, but we changed some part of the drones to always keep the good condition ready for show regularly. So it's really hard to say how frequency, but like we like before the COVID-19, we have almost 2-3 project a month. So almost every month we checking all the condition of the drones.
Yeah, and there's this idea of, especially with brands, over the recent years, you may see it dotted around, you know, sustainable luxury, and this idea that, you know, drones are a greener alternative. Obviously, there's still work to be done, but, you know, with regards to sort of traditional light shows, it's by no means a replacement, but it's perhaps a greener alternative that tells a story, but also is reusable. So just to answer your question, in that, you know, when we're on site, we can be loaded out within hours and gone, zero debris, very minimal, if at all, noise pollution. It's a very light touch, I would say, a very light operation. And that's the beauty of, you know, the technology coming together with the creative. So, you know, this is a very much a reusable operation, and as a business, we constantly try to be more sustainable. And it's something that brands such as, gosh, he told me this was 2 years ago with Cartier. Time flies, but yes. So a brand such as, you know, Cartier, a big fashion house that want to innovate and set trends, they turn to drone shows to really sort of take a new step, if you like, in light shows. And it's sustainable luxury, that key phrase that a lot of brands, I think, are sort of gearing towards. And I think drone light shows as an industry, not just SKYMAGIC, of course, but as one of the leaders that we're trying to push, and we're trying to continue to innovate and evolve our own drones themselves. So it's a really interesting topic, but it's very relevant, I think, to today and how we're all as businesses and people trying to be more responsible.
Yep. Okay. Do we have
Any more, or is that?
I think it's our future like collaborate people. I think some people interesting how like what is the like production timeline, how we proceed like from the exactly the idea of the drone show to the delivery. I think Emily can explain that.
Yeah, so when
Like what
people
is
just
the
say, how on
timeline?
earth?
Yeah, how to
Sure.
like
So when
start
people,
plan it.
yeah, so the million dollar question, or sometimes, no, it's not really that much. When they say, how do we do this? Help me. I'm really just to lightly touch upon the beauty of SKYMAGIC is that you have a full turnkey offering. So you have right from that initial conversation with me or with Hitomi or whoever, right through to creative design, through to live delivery. You have all the support. But the key thing, if anyone would like to get in touch, we'd love to hear from you. If you have an idea of a show, the key thing is to look at the location. So even outdoor and indoor, that's the first thing that we would assess and the first thing that we would need to give the green light. And then we have what I call, if I'm allowed to say this, Hitomi, the exciting part, which is the creative design. And once we've boxed off the location and we're happy with the safety elements, etc., our creative team will have calls with you, unless they can meet you in territory, and put a whole storyboard together. And the beauty of what we do with our own proprietary software and design files is that you have the real opportunity to interact and have your input. So what I mean by that is you will have multiple touch points throughout the process to be able to view what we call the fly file. So it's just like an MP4 video to you and I. And you can view it as the creative's evolving, and you can say, hey, I love this. Can we change this? Because you'll see, you know, we're telling your story. It's not our story to tell. So we want to make sure that it's perfect and nothing less than, you know, world class. So that's the sort of the fun bit, I say. And then there's the real, where our team work tirelessly. They'll arrive on site 5 nights before, sometimes 4 nights, to test and rehearse, just really making sure that the environment's nothing less than, you know, 100% safe. And then we have our show night. So it's a whole process, and I'm sure you can understand why it takes a little bit longer than just, can you do it tomorrow? But it's very much one that we love doing, and whether it's myself, Hitomi, or anyone across both Europe and Asia, we're here to support. You know, we're purposely so a smaller team so that you have that more bespoke sort of process with us, and sort of working relationship. So, you know, get in touch. There's no weird questions really in this space. The highlights really are that everything's bespoke. Everything that we design has to be different. You know, it's why tell someone else's story when you can tell your own. Our creative director recently wrote a blog, if you take a look on our page, and he said, you know, the drones are our actors, and it's for us to stage that and direct it in the way that you would like it to. So, you know, get in touch. We can help the most, you name it. We've done weddings, we've done big opening ceremonies. You know, as long as it's safe, I firmly believe that creatively nothing's off limits. So get in touch. I think Hitomi and myself's business cards should be there, and our emails. I'm happy to take things further with you all.
Yep. Thank you, Emily. I think
Thank you. I think we've answered
everything.
everything, Hitomi, haven't we?
Yeah. I think so. I found out one question. Which countries do you provide shows? So I think I can answer for this. So we have an office based in Singapore and in UK both, and we have a operator in both countries. That like we are delivering all of the countries, not like limited in Asia and Europe, UK. So wherever there's the opportunity and the request to have a drone show, we always like try to deliver the drone show there. And especially the country haven't done the drone show yet. Yes, we always cooperate to open the door to deliver the show there with completing all the necessary authorities. So yeah, so that's why like we are welcome to have all the requests from all of the world.
Yeah, definitely. It's always, I agree, Hitomi, people sometimes think just because you've got offices in certain areas, but no, in fact, we look for new countries. We want to work in new
Yeah,
countries.
yeah.
I just want to make sure that we answer, there's a question about pricing, because I call it the ugly question, but it's an important
Yeah,
question.
you can. Yeah,
I don't want, we want
you
to be
can. Yeah,
transparent.
I totally agree. Yeah.
Yeah, we want to be transparent. I mean, the short answer is we don't have like a price list where we can say, okay, this is how much it is. Primarily because every show is bespoke. But how I can sort of explain it to you in a nutshell, I mean, it's the same with most companies, I imagine. It all depends on how many drones that you want or how many drones that you need. And that's how we sort of price it. We're not shy about it is an expensive product, but what we try to do, especially now more than ever, whilst yes, we deliver world class and we feel that we're one of the leaders, we must stress the fact that we're very flexible. We're not rigid in terms of our approach in that sense, and we want to support clients, past, present, future. On financials, it's tough for us all. So if you email myself and Hitomi, we can give you a bit of a feel for starting prices, but it's really dependent on a number of factors. And the big one is how many drones are we using. So the important point with price is to just stress that we're here to be flexible. We're always open to a conversation, and would love to welcome any conversations with regards to price.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Emily.
I think that takes us to all the questions, Hitomi, unless there's any I've missed.
I think it's almost done. Yes.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's any.
Time for sharing all the wonderful insights on your drones. Thank you very much, ladies.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It has been
Thank you
so
very
great
much.
learning how easy it is for us to adopt drone tech to better tell an impactful story to our audience. Thank you very much once again, ladies. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you have yet to start exploring our Event and Tech Show 2020 live site, it is time for me to have your attention turned to the interactive and demo zone. How to access it, some of us may ask. Well, simply click the navigation device and select the interactive and demo zone, or you can also do so in the lobby. This is a special zone reimagined and put together by the FNF team with the fellow sponsors in making the showcases and trials possible. If you notice that you are unable to access further, perhaps you have yet to upgrade your basic access to premium, where all of these features will be made available. We are coming to the end of our Day 1 program for Event and Tech Show 2020. From today's program, we all know that there is much more to be anticipated tomorrow. To kickstart Day 2's morning, we have 3 industry veterans sharing how creatives and technology can cross paths and create a brighter spark than ever. Virtual event with engagements, collaborative event planner, creating unique event experiences, and what to expect for physical events post-COVID. Thank you very much, my dear viewers, for your strong support, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow live from 10 a.m. Singapore time onwards. My name is Dixon, signing off.
Hi everyone, my name is Aaron. I'm the co-founder of FNF and Avenair, Director of Event and Tech Show 2020.
I'm Jeremiah Choi. I'm Daniel Boy.
And I'm Hugh Yi.
My name is Michael Koh from Spring Forest Studio.
Hi everybody, I'm Cheng Ying. And I'm Rong Kang and we are from Hello Hollow.
I'm Bunchin from WusNet.
I'm TY from Monster Day Tours.
Hi, I'm Hitomi from SKYMAGIC.
And hi, I'm Emily.
My name is Vicky from Evanica.
My name is Dixon.
Hi, I'm David Simpson from Campus Global.
My name is David Fotheringham.
Hi, I'm Tim Wade from timwade.com.
Very first virtual and live event technology exhibition in Asia Pacific.
Come join us to understand what mixed reality is on the Microsoft HoloLens 2.
From just a voice behind a PowerPoint presentation to a virtual studio experience.
See you.
See you.
See you. See you. See you. See you. See you at ETS 2020.